But they wrote the SH. Oh, wait, SH.
Oh!
Gone! Grand slam! Gap, what a play! Deep! Gone! Deep! Deep! Gone! Grand slam! The Stingers take game 2 in the Gap, what a play! Peter McNeil!
It's live.
Okay.
Good job, Mark.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another AWA Wiffle Ball matchup. We have the Southern Stingers taking on the Western Wolfpack, an American League divisional matchup tonight. Going into the pen, we have Alex Harden warming up over there for the Wolfpack. Peter McNeil and Alex Harden are going to be on the mound for the Stingers and the Wolfpack. Both pitchers doing incredibly well this year in the league. Both top in their position. Starting lineups for the Stingers tonight: Cole Blevins, Colin McCaney, Peter McNeil, Jordan Rice, and Brennan Davis will not be there tonight, so they will just have the 4. And for the Western Wolfpack, we have Alex Harden. Thomas Blayhouse will not be here tonight. In his place will be Bobby Murphy. We'll have Tyler Clout and Josh Bergevin here as well tonight. And in place of Brian Hewlett, we will have Aaron Schofield in his place.
Deep! That is a grand slam. Jack Playhouse not ready to go home today. Deep! Gone! Deep! Gone! Walk on! Gone! Grand slam! Playable in the gap. What a play! What a play! Peter McNeil!
Which way am I facing? Facing this way? Face this way?
Face this way. I'm here with Southern Stingers player Jordan Rice. Jordan, in your debut last week, you played incredible. You recorded your first home run in the league, as well as pitched very well on the mound. What are you going to keep doing tonight? How are you going to keep that going? How are you going to keep your great debut going?
We're just going to keep it calm, cool, and collective out there, and we're just going to keep swinging the bat, and hopefully it keeps going over that fence.
Love it, Jordan. Peter McNeil, your team captain, has named you the number 2 pitcher on the squad. What pitches are you going to rely on tonight to limit the Wolfpack's runs?
They're going to be seeing a lot of that knuckleball, so we'll see if they're able to hit it.
You heard it here, folks. Knuckleball. All right, Jordan, you're 2 games back. You and the Stingers are 2 games back from the Central Cyclones atop the American League. What's the major game plan tonight? What are you guys going to do? How are you going to beat the Wolfpack?
We're just going to come in here and take care of business and get this sweep, bring them brooms out, and take care of business.
Love it. Thank you, Jordan, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And I'm here with Western Wolfpack player Tyler Clout. Tyler, my first question for you is, what's your game plan tonight at the plate? How are you going to face Peter McNeil, one of the league's best pitchers?
Just get ahead early. I wasn't aware he was good, but yeah, we're just gonna stay ahead and we're gonna win every game.
I love it, Tyler. Tyler, you are the Western Wolfpack's number 2 pitcher. What pitcher are you going to rely on tonight against the Stingers? What's your number 1?
It's got to be the Nuck, because I'm not even sure where I'm throwing it when I'm throwing it, but most of the time seems to go around the plate and hit the strikes, and every once in a while gets the job done.
There we go. Tyler, last question for you. Stingers have won 4 of their last 5 games. They've been hot lately. What's the game plan tonight? How are you going to slow them down?
They're going to have to slow us down. We took 2 of 3 last time we played them, so it's what they're going to do for us.
I love it. Good luck out there tonight, Tyler. Folks, back to you, Jack.
I go anywhere as you feel my mind, or you feel my mind. We could build a dream, start up something new. Let the old be dead, let the shadows leave my head. When the world is on your shoulders and you feel like falling over, just come a little closer. I'll be there for you, I'll be there for you. Cause when we are together, I know you feel the tension. Just let me in your head so I can be there for you, there for you. The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep? The night is young, won't you sing for me? Won't you sing for me till we fall asleep?
What is going on, Wiffle Ball fans? We're back here in Edmonds, Washington for another Wiffle Ball matchup tonight. We have the Western Wolfpack playing the Southern Stingers in a rematch of the 2021 opening day series. It's gonna be a good one tonight, folks, as we're about to start game one of the 3-game series. Alex Harden is gonna be starting it off on the mound for the Western Wolfpack, and Colin McCanny is gonna be leading it off for the Southern Stingers. Let's get it, Colin. As we get ready for game number one, first pitch is underway. The 0-0 misses outside for ball number one. The 1-0 to Colin. That pitch misses low, 2-0. Now the count. 2-0. Hits the zone for strike one. That'll bring the count to 2-1. We're here in game number one. Top of the first, nobody on, nobody out. The 2-1 misses high, and that brings the count to 3-1. Colin ahead here early. And Alex is gonna walk Colin, and the Stingers will have their leadoff man on here in the top of the first. And up steps the dangerous moonshot hitting Peter McNeil for the Southern Stingers. Peter had a couple of home runs in his last series against the Central Cyclones. We'll see what he can do here as he takes the first pitch for ball number one. The count goes to 1-0. The 1-0 to Peter McNeil. Just about nicks his shoulder, 2-0. Now the count to Peter, 2-0. And that's in play, but Josh is right under it, and he's going to make the catch. What a catch from Josh Bergevin out there on the routine fly ball. And the Wolfpack now have one out in the top of the first. Score is 0-0. Jordan Rice steps up, takes the first pitch for ball number one. Jordan had an incredible debut with the Stingers in his last outing, as that pitch misses as well for a ball. 2-0. Now the count to Jordan. That pitch hits for a strike, 2-1. Now the count to Jordan Rice, 2-1. That pitch hits as well, 2-2. Two quick strikes there from Alex Harden, the 2-2. Swinging and gets him. Alex Harden's first strikeout of the day. And the Western Wolfpack now have 2 outs in the top of the first as Cole Blevins comes up to the plate. Cole had a 3 RBI triple in his last series as he takes the first pitch for a ball. 1-0 the count. Cole and that ball's low, 2-0. Now Cole has been great for the Stingers thus far this year, 2-0. And that will bring the count to 3-0. Cole sending some fear down Alex Harden's spine. I don't blame him. Fouls that pitch off, 3-1. Now the count. The 3-1 to Cole Blevins. And that's going to be foul as well. As the count moves to 3-2. Count is full here to Cole Blevins. Again, for those of you joining us, we are here in the top of the first. 2 outs, runner on first for the Stingers. Cole Blevins up with a 3-2 count. The pitch on the way from Alex Harden. And that's crushed in the air, but Bobby Murphy's behind it, but he missed it. And Colum's going to try to score. And he does. And Cole's going to advance to second. And the Southern Stingers are going to take a 1-0 lead in the top of the first on a Bobby Murphy error on a routine fly. And the Stingers stealing a run here in the first. That always feels good. The 0-0 now to Colin McCaney. First pitch misses low, 1-0. Now the count. The 1-0 to Colin. That pitch misses outside, 2-0. Now 2 quick balls to Colin McCaney. That pitch hits for a strike, 2-1. Is now the count to Colin McCaney, 2-1. That hits the top of the strike zone for strike number 2, 2-2. Now the count here, 2-2. And he gets him looking. Alex Harden for his second strikeout of the day. And that's going to end the top of the first, but the Stingers did get one in the inning. And they're leading 1-0 as we head into the bottom of the first here in game number 1. Again, for those of you with us on TikTok, thank you so much for joining us and the continued support. But we do have a YouTube live stream going on over on our YouTube channel. You can check that out. The link for that is in the bio. You'll have multiple camera angles over on YouTube. You'll also have player stats, some music, and it's overall a great time over on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. As we get ready for the bottom of the first, Peter McNeil is going to be on the mound for the Southern Stingers. Hey Josh, can you get the clicker for me over there? Can you ask Jack? I forgot my clicker. I forgot my clicker chat for balls and strikes. Just want to make sure I get all the balls and strikes correct today. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. All right, and we're getting ready to start. The bottom of the first, scores 1-0 Stingers lead. Nobody on, nobody out. Alex Harden leading it off. First pitch from Peter McNeil connects for strike 1. 0-1 now the count to Alex Harden. That's in play. It's going to go over Cole's head, and Alex is going to reach on a leadoff single in the bottom of the first. And the Wolfpack now have their leadoff runner on for Tyler Clout. We'll see what he can do. The 0-0 to Tyler Clout. First pitch misses low for ball number 1, 1-0. The count to Tyler, the 1-0. That pitch just misses outside. Brings the count to 2-0. 2-0 to Tyler Clout. Swinging there for strike number 1, 2-1. Now the count here to Tyler, 2-1. Just over his head, and he gets the bat out of the way. Great move from Tyler there. 3-1. Hits the zone for strike number 2. 3-2 full is now the count as we're here in the top of the first. 3-2. And that misses, and Tyler is going to work a walk. And the Wolfpack now have their first 2 runners on, first and second in the bottom of the first. Nobody out. Stingers are leading 1-0 on an error from Bobby Murphy in the field. And now making his debut in the AWA is Aaron Schofield as he takes the first pitch for a strike number 1. 0-1 is the count. 0-1 to Aaron. Hits him first. That is a ball. Hit him on the shoulder before it hit the strike zone. 1-1. Hits him in the back to bring the count to 2-1. See what Aaron can do here in his debut appearance for the Wolfpack. So he did not swing on that one. That'll be 3-1. Now to Aaron Schofield. And Aaron Schofield works a walk in his first AWA at-bat. Great at-bat from Aaron Schofield, helping his team out. Up steps now to the plate is Josh Bergevin with the bases loaded in the bottom of the first, nobody out as Peter is struggling to find the zone early as that pitch misses for a ball. 1-0. Now the count. That hit low, 2-0. Now the count to Josh Bergevin. And that pitch connects for a strike, 2-1. Now the count here to Josh Bergevin. He did not swing there. That'll bring the count to 3-1. 3-1. And that misses, and that's going to walk a run in. And the score is now tied 1-1 here early in the bottom of the first, as Peter McNeil is struggling early here. Walks in the first run for the Wolfpack, and up steps number 99, Bobby Murphy. Bobby had an error in the first inning, but can do some major damage here. First pitch connects for a strike, 0-1. The count now to Bobby, the 0-1. That pitch misses outside, 1-1. Now the count, 1-1. Connects, 1-2. Now the count to Bobby Murphy, 1-2. That's has foul down the third baseline, hits the Quackenbush. The count will remain 1-2 to Bobby Murphy. Again, the score is 1-1 here in the bottom of the first, no outs. The 1-2 misses outside, will bring the count to 2-2, even to Bobby Murphy. And that pitch hits him 3-2 full. Now the count. And that hits him for ball 4, and that's going to walk in another run for the Western Wolfpack. Bobby Murphy credited with an RBI, and he makes up for his early error in the first inning. Good work from Bobby. As the score is now 2-1, Western Wolfpack are leading. Early in the bottom of the first, Peter McNeil struggling to find the zone early, and the Wolfpack looking to really capitalize with Alex Harden up at the plate. First pitch hits him for ball number 1, 1-0. Now here to Alex. Second pitch misses, 2-0 to Alex Harden. Alex fouls that pitch off for strike 1, 2-1. Now the count. 2-1 to Alex. He fouls that pitch off as well to bring the count to 2-2 even. We'll see what Alex Harden can do here with the bases loaded. Alex, no stranger to hitting bombs in the league, as he swings for strike 3, and the Stingers get their first out of the bottom of the first from a Peter McNeil strikeout, his first of the day, to keep adding to his total. So we have, as Tyler Clout now steps up to the plate, swinging at the first pitch, 0-1 here to Tyler. Peter's starting to find it a little bit. As that pitch connects as well, Tyler now behind quickly, 0-2. The 0-2 now to Tyler. Fouls that pitch off to stay alive. 0-2 will remain to Tyler Clout. That pitch misses high, 1-2. Again, the score is 2-1 in the bottom of the first, 1 out, bases loaded. That pitch misses outside again, 2-2. The count to Tyler Clout. 2-2 on the way here to Tyler. Hits him for ball number 3, and that'll bring the count to 3-2 full. The 3-2 on the way. Misses outside, and that's going to walk another run in, as the Wolfpack are now leading 3-1 in the bottom of the first. 1 out, and the Wolfpack have all 3 of their runs off of walks from Peter McNeil, as he's struggling early to find the zone. Peter looking like myself, Mark Campanero, and the Pacific Pilots, unfortunately, on the mound. As that first pitch, Aaron Schofield is swinging, 0-1 the count. Schofield in his debut today. 1-1, the count now to Aaron Schofield. The 1-1. Fouls that pitch off to bring the count to 1-2 to Aaron Schofield. Aaron looking to do some major damage in his debut. That pitch misses, 2-2. Aaron had a walk in his last at-bat. Fouls that pitch off. The count will remain 2-2 even. The 2-2. Hits him, and that will bring the count to 3-2 full to Aaron Schofield. Again, we are here in the bottom of the first. Scores 3-1 Wolfpack. Aaron fouls that. Oh, as it's fair, it came back into play. Peter makes the out. Did it hit him? It hit you? Then it hit you. So that's a foul ball. Yeah, I thought it was foul as well. So that'll keep the count to 3-2 full. As the pitch, or as the foul ball hit Aaron on the leg. Good move from Peter McNeil playing it, as the ball was in foul territory but rolled back into fair play, but it did hit Aaron. The ball was foul. 3-2 on the way to Aaron. Misses outside, and that will walk in another run. The score will go to 4-1. Western Wolfpack are leading, and the struggles for Peter McNeil on the mound continue early. You have one out in the inning. Josh Bergevin comes up to the plate as that pitch hits Josh for ball 1. That pitch misses high, 2-0. Now the count to Josh Bergevin, the 2-0. Swinging at the riser, 2-1 now the count. Josh walked in his first plate appearance. And that pitch misses outside to bring the count to 3-1. Now to Josh Bergevin, the 3-1. And that pitch misses outside, and Josh is going to draw another walk, and that's another run in for the Western Wolfpack, as they have 5 runs now in the inning, all from walks. The score is 5-1. Western Wolfpack in the bottom of the first, and there is only 1 out in the inning. In the first and second innings in the AWA, you can only score 6, so if Bobby walks here, as that pitch misses outside, the inning will end if Bobby walks here. 1-0, the count now to Bobby Murphy. That pitch misses high, 2-0. 3-0 now to Bobby, as Peter just gets the ball, grabs it, and hits the strike zone for a strike. The 3-1 just misses high, and that's going to walk in the 6th run of the inning for the Wolfpack, and the inning is going to end as the Wolfpack get all 6 runs off of walks. Peter McNeil, a rare struggle from him in the first inning, as he walks in 6. It's tough. It's not the easiest thing in the world to throw a wiffle ball, folks. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. A rare mistake from Peter McNeil in the first. Again, for those of you with us on TikTok, go check out our YouTube channel. We've got a link for that in the bio. We've got a YouTube live stream going on. You'll see multiple cameras. Oh, as there's a timeout right now. So we're working on a few things in the production booth, just trying to get it ready. Players are just playing a little catch out there. Again, thank you so much for everybody with us on TikTok, but yet again, we do have a YouTube live stream going on over on our YouTube channel. The link for that is in the bio. And overall, it is a better experience over on the YouTube channel. You got some funky tunes over there, player stats, a scoreboard. You got it all going on over there. Go check it out. As we're just about ready to start the top of the second, the 0-0 to Peter McNeil on the way, as he fouls that pitch off for strike number 1. 0-1. The count to Peter McNeil. 0-1. Swinging at the second pitch for strike number 2. Peter behind quickly. 0-2 now. 0-2. That pitch misses low. 1-2. Now the count. 1-2 to Peter. Peter fouls that off, and the count will remain 1-2. Both teams tonight have 6 wins, looking to try to go atop the American League. We'll see if they can. And Peter smacks that down, and he's gonna dig for 2. And he hits, and Tyler Clout hits him as Peter was trying to advance to second. Great play from Tyler Clout over there at first base.
Unlucky.
Good piece of hitting from Peter McNeil going oppo as he tried to extend the hit to get a double, but gets thrown out at second. First pitch now to Jordan Rice, connects for strike 1, 0-1. The count now to Jordan. Second pitch misses low, 1-1. Jordan Rice had a great debut in his last series with the Stingers. Fouls that pitch off to bring the count to 1-2. Again, we're here in the top of the second. Wolfpack leading 6-1. And that pitch is a ball right there. 2-2 even, now the count. Wolfpack leading 6-1 in the top of the second. Nobody on, 1 out. Jordan fouls that pitch off, and the count will remain 2-2. 2-2 to Jordan Rice. Misses outside, 3-2. Count is full. Now to Jordan. 3-2. And that's in play deep. But Josh is not going to make the play, and Jordan's going to try to. No, he's not. He's going to stay at first for a 1-out single. And Cole Blevins is now going to step up to the plate for the Southern Stingers. Stingers are down 5 in the top of the second. Score is 6-1. Wolfpack leading.
Good eye.
That pitch misses outside, 1-0. Peter McNeil had some struggles in the first. He walked in 6 runs. Ball hits Cole, 2-0. Now the count to Peter, or to Cole Blevins, 2-0. That pitch misses low, 3-0. 3 quick balls to Cole Blevins here. We'll see if Cole has the green light on 3-0, down 5 in the top of the second.
Here we go, Stingers. Here we go. Here we go, Stingers. Here we go.
Cole Blevins did have a nice triple last series, 3 RBIs to help bring the Stingers to a win against the Central Cyclones. 3-0 to Cole. Swinging at the riser from Alex Harden, 3-1. Now the count to Cole Blevins. As that pitch misses inside and Cole draws the walk. And the Stingers now have runners on first and second in the top of the second with 1 out. And now coming up to the plate is number 25 for the Stingers, Colum McCanny. The 0-0 on the way to Colum. Swinging at the first pitch riser for strike number 1. 0-1 now the count. That pitch misses high, 1-1. Now the count to Colum. The 1-1. Connects at the bottom of the zone. That'll bring the count to 1-2. The 1-2. Fouls that pitch off. The count will remain 1-2 to Colum McCanny. Stingers have runners on first and second in the top of the second. They're trailing 6-1 in game number 1. The 1-2. Hits the zone for strike 3, and that's another strikeout for Alex Harden. Add that to his total on the day. Alex pitching great this far here in game number 1. As there are now 2 outs in the top of the second. And now up steps Peter McNeil. As he holds on that pitch, 1-0. Now the count. That pitch connects for a strike, 1-1. The count now to Peter McNeil. The 1-1. Hits him for ball number 2, 2-1. The count to Peter. 2-1 on the way. That pitch misses low, 3-1. Count now to Peter McNeil. 3-1. Swinging there for strike number 2. That brings the count to 3-2 full. That was 55. What? Put what away? Oh, he said put it away? 3-2 full. Misses, and Peter McNeil works a walk. The bases are now loaded for the Stingers. The score is 6-1 Wolfpack. Jordan Rice up to the plate, trying to do some real damage to help bring the Stingers back into the game as the first pitch connects for strike number 1, 0-1. The count to Jordan Rice. Fouls the second pitch off for 0-2. He falls behind early. 0-2 to Jordan Rice. And that's in play. Alex Harden gets it. And he's going to make the play over at first. Great play from Alex Harden as no runs score for the Stingers in the top of the second, and the score will remain 6-1. As the Stingers were not able to capitalize with the bases loaded there.
What's that thing that Brock always
And, oh, the bounce thing? You got to try it.
Yeah, I gotta do it like every time.
I like it. Score will remain 6-1 as we head into the bottom of the second. And again, for those of you with us on TikTok, please go check out our YouTube live stream we have going on over on our YouTube channel. You can go check that out. The link for that is in the bio. We got multiple camera angles over there, scoreboard, music, as well as player stats. Go check it out. The 0-0 to Alex Harden in the bottom of the second. First pitch misses for 1-0. The 1-0. That's in play. Gets past Jordan Rice. Alex might be looking two here. As Jordan overthrows Colin McCanny, and he's going to advance to second. And the Wolfpack now have a runner on second to start off the bottom of the second. No outs, and Tyler Clout comes to the plate now. First pitch misses from Peter McNeil, 1-0. The count to Tyler, the 1-0. That pitch misses as well, 2-0. Count now to Tyler, 2-0. As that was low, 3-0. Count. And that pitch misses low as well, as that's a 4-pitch walk.
I swung.
Oh, you swung?
Swung at a pitch.
Oh, my bad. 3-1. The count. My apologies. 3-1. Holds. And Tyler Clout works a walk. Wolfpack now have runners on first and second for Aaron Schofield, who's making his debut today. So that pitch misses outside, 1-0 to Aaron Schofield. That pitch hits him on the shoulder and then hits him in the face for ball number 2, 2-0. That pitch misses, 3-0. The struggles for Peter McNeil are continuing into the second. This is a very rare occurrence for Peter McNeil, as he's been very effective all season long. As that will be ball number 4 to Aaron Scope. Oh, and he throws it over the fence. It's like a replay to Trevor Bauer tossing it over the fence in the MLB. Peter recreates that moment here as he is struggling here in game number 1. First pitch connects, 0-1. Now the count to Josh Bergevin. That ball misses high, 1-1. That's in play to Jordan Rice. Jordan's going to step on his bag. For Alex reaches. He's safe at home. But the Stingers did get an out at third. There's 1 out in the inning. The score is now 7-1 Wolfpack, as the throw home was just late from Jordan Rice. There's 1 out in the bottom of the second. Bobby Murphy coming up to the plate as the first pitch misses outside for ball number 1. 1-0 to Bobby Murphy. That pitch just misses inside, 2-0. Now the count to Bobby. That pitch connects for 2-1. Now the count. 3-1, as Peter needs some balls here. Again, the score is 7-1 in the bottom of the second of game number 1. Wolfpack have runners on first and second. There's 1 out in the inning. Peter McNeil, who has been effective all year, is just missing the strike zone. He's walked quite a few batters in game 1, but he's very close to hitting the zone. He's just can't find it, can't seem to find it today, as Bobby Murphy works another walk for the Wolfpack, and the Wolfpack now have runners on. The bases are loaded for the Wolfpack, and up steps Alex Harden, trying to do some major damage in game number 1. First pitch connects from Peter McNeil on the curveball, 0-1 to Alex. Second pitch connects for Peter, 0-2 on both curveballs. That was a great pitch from Peter. Tries a third curveball. Alex fouls that one off for 0-2. So that pitch hits Alex, 1-2. Now the count. Wolfpack have the bases loaded. The score is 7-1 in the bottom of the second. There's 1 out. So Wolfpack are looking to extend their lead, 1-2 to Alex Harden. That's in play to Jordan Rice. Jordan's gonna make the play at third. And the production booth is calling him out at home for the double play from Jordan Rice. And the Stingers are gonna get out of that inning on the double play from Jordan Rice. Great heads up play.
No, it wasn't even close. It was really close.
And
It wasn't even
as we're trying to figure out, we're gonna go to replay on this one, as that was a pretty close play at home. Initial reaction was that he was out at first. The ruling on getting an out at first on a force. We have confirmation that he was out at first. Great play from Jordan Rice over at third base, getting the double play. And the way that you get an out at home in the AWA is if you get the ball past home plate before the runner scores and the ball hits the back of the net before the runner scores, then he's out. Ball just has to go past home plate and end up hitting the net before the runner scores. And we did call him out at the plate. Score will remain 7-1. Wolfpack leading as we head into the top of the third. Great play from Jordan Rice to get the Stingers out of the bottom of the second. Cole swinging at the first pitch for strike number 1, 0-1. The count to Cole Blevins, the 0-1. Swinging at the same high pitch, the high cheese to Cole, 0-2. Quickly to Cole Blevins. Fouls that pitch off, 0-2. Still the count to Cole. The 0-2.
Oh my God.
Swinging for strike 3, another strikeout for Alex Harden on the curveball. And there's now 1 out in the top of the third. Nobody on, and Colin McCanny comes up to the plate. Again, the Wolfpack are leading 7-1 in the top of the third of game number 1. They're 2 outs away. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. Count to Colin, the 1-0. Misses outside again, 2-0. The count, 2-0. Third pitch misses outside, 3 quick balls to Colin McCanny. 3-0 to Colin. That pitch connects for strike 1, 3-1. Alex is out of balls, working to fetch a few balls for Alex. Again, Wolfpack leading in game number 1. Total score of 7-1 as we're in the top of the third. There's 1 out, and the Wolfpack are 2 outs away from taking game number 1 of the series. That pitch connects for strike 2, 3-2 full. Now the count to Colin McCanny. And that pitch connects. Another strikeout for Alex Harden in the top of the third, as he retires the first 2 batters of the inning to strikeouts. Alex was behind 3-0 to Colin, and he came back and struck him out. Peter McNeil coming up to the plate, left-handed. Peter been known to do damage both left and right-handed. Probably one of the only switch hitters in the league. 1-0 to Peter now. Swinging at the second pitch, 1-1 is even. Peter had a grand slam hitting left-handed a few series ago. Can be very effective hitting left-handed, 1-2. Now the count to Peter as he fouls that one off. The 1-2. Swinging strike 3 as Peter throws the bat into the neighbor's yard on top of the tree. And, you know, I'll be honest, folks, I don't know if we're going to get that bat back. Frustration early here from Peter McNeil, and the Wolfpack are going to take game number 1, total score 7-1. Peter did get the bat back from the top of the tree, so we didn't lose that one, thank goodness. But the Wolfpack did take game number 1, total score 7-1 as we get ready for game number 2. Jordan Rice is going to be on the mound for the Stingers. He pitched very effectively in his debut. And again, for those of you with us on TikTok, please go check out the YouTube live stream we have going on. The link for that is in the bio. We'll have multiple camera angles over there, some music, player stats, everything you want over on YouTube. Go check it out. As I have Trey Slugston with me here. What up, Trey? How you doing?
What's up, Mark?
How's it been, man?
Been pretty good, man.
I love it.
Still reeling after my masterpiece of a series last week.
For those of you who didn't tune in on Monday, Trey Slugston, his new nickname now, he might have had one of the best days in AWA history. Trey, you had 4 home runs and you had 10 RBIs on the day. That's impressive, man. Good stuff.
Yeah, I also gave up 9 runs. That's a good thing that I scored 9.
Hey, I mean, 10 RBIs to 9 runs. I mean, you're +1, man.
I mean, hey, we take those.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
We take those.
Trey, you killed it, man.
Heck yeah, dude.
Trey, now Slugston, you're becoming one of the favorites for MVP now after that performance, dude. Good stuff.
Hey, man, I knew I had to step it up a little bit. After going to the first game, or the first series, no dongs. Come on, I gotta go deep.
Dude, you almost hit for the home run cycle in game 3. You had a grand slam, a 3-run home run, and a 2-run home run.
Yeah, that was fire.
That was impressive, man. 2 of them were in the same inning.
I really wish I would have pimped the last one, because like everybody wants to see like a cool trot or a cool like bat flip or something. But
right.
I was too mad about the fact that I gave up 9 before that. I was like, nah, I can't even do that.
Dude, I love it. Trey flipping Slugston, man. I love it, man.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm coming for your home run crown right now, dude.
Wow, how many do you have?
I have 9.
I have 10, I think.
Damn.
All right, man, we're gonna have to go head-to-head in the home run derby this year.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Wait, when is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hopefully soon.
I might be gone.
No, you're not. You can't go.
I might be gone. I'm just saying.
No, we gotta go head.
Well,
to head.
I mean,
well, if we don't go head-to-head in the All-Star game, we're going head-to-head another time.
Okay, that's fair.
We'll go off camera and we'll go on camera. I don't care.
No, we're gonna do it on camera. They want to see the beef.
The beef. You heard it here first, folks. Me and Trey Slugston. I'm Mark Campanaro, by the way, for everybody wondering.
Captain of the
Pacific Pilots. Pilots, I swear, to all of you wondering, we will get better at pitching. We're working on it in advance of our next game.
All right, I'm gonna go back to moderating TikTok and YouTube. Stop spamming Cam. I'm just gonna start booting people. Y'all pissing me off.
Hey, thanks Trey for the words. Appreciate it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Trey Slugston. Had one of the greatest performances that I've personally ever witnessed in the AWA on Monday. It was incredible stuff. As we're getting ready for game number 2, the Wolfpack are now going to have Brian Hewlett. He made it to the game today. He was absent for game number 1 in the Wolfpack's 7-1 victory, but Brian Hewlett is now back, and he is going to play in game number 2 of the 3-game series. I believe we're a few moments away from starting up game 2. Getting ready to get everything going. Brian Hewlett trying to get in a couple of practice hacks, get his timing going. Getting ready. Jordan Rice is going to be pitching for the Stingers in game 2. Jordan in his first series with the Stingers. He had a home run and he pitched pretty effectively on the mound as well. And he quickly became the Stingers' number 2 man on the mound as he overtook Cole Blevins' position. Jordan has a nice knuckleball going. And Tyler Clout will also be pitching for the Western Wolfpack in Game 2. Tyler also has a knuckleball, so we'll be seeing a lot of knuckleball pitches in game number 2. Should be some good stuff. Again, for those of you joining us who might just be joining us, the Stingers lost game number 1. Brian Hewlett with a bomb. He said he's ready. I love it. His practice pitches against Jordan Rice. The Western Wolfpack won the first game 7-1. Peter McNeil struggled on the mound. That's a very rare occurrence for Peter as he's been very effective all season long, but he struggled on the mound against the Western Wolfpack and he walked in quite a few runs. And the final score of the first game was 7-1 Western Wolfpack. And we're here in the top of the first of game number 2. Nobody on, nobody out for Alex Harden. As the knuckleball misses, hits Alex for ball 1, 1-0, the count to Alex Harden. And that's in play. Jordan is going to bobble it, but he's not going to make the play as Cole bobbled the catch on first, and Alex is going to be safe. Wolfpack now have a runner on first to start off the top of the first, and Tyler Clout, the pitcher, is now up to the plate. And that's in play to Colin McCanny. He's not going to make it out at second or first, and everybody's going to be safe. And they're now going to be runners on first and second for the Wolfpack in the top of the first. For Josh Bergevin, the first pitch misses outside 1-0. The count now to Josh. The 1-0 to Josh Bergevin. Second pitch misses 2-0. Now the count. Score is 0-0 here early in the top of the first. That pitch connects for strike 1, 2-1. 2-1. Misses outside. Count moves to 3-1. 3-1 on the way to Josh Bergevin. Swinging at the low pitch there for 3-2. The count is full. 3-2 full. Misses outside, and Josh Bergevin's going to draw a walk. And there's now bases loaded in the top of the first. No outs for Brian Hewlett, who was absent in game number 1. But he's now back for game number 2, his first at-bat of the day. We'll see what he can do with the bases loaded. Looking to do some real damage against the Stingers here early. Oh and 0, the count to Brian Hewlett. And that's in play to Cole Blevins. He's going to bobble the ball, and he's not going to make the play. At first, Brian beats it out, and everybody's going to be safe. The Wolfpack are going to score 1, and the score now is 1-0 Wolfpack. In the top of the first, nobody out for Bobby Murphy, and the bases are still loaded. 0-0 to Bobby Murphy. Fouls the first pitch off for strike number 1, 0-1. Now the count. That pitch misses inside, 1-1. The 1-1. Misses low, 2-1. Now the count to Bobby Murphy. And that's in play over Peter's head. Colin McCanny makes the grab, and he tags third for the double play. What a play from Colin McCanny. Wow, that was a great heads-up play from Colin McCanny on the double play, and there's now 2 outs in the top of the first for the Stingers. Runners on first and second. Up steps Alex Harden. That pitch misses low for ball 1. 1-0. The count now to Alex. That's in play to Peter McNeil. Peter's just going to step on his base, and the Stingers are going to get out of the inning with only 1 run they gave up. The score is 1-0 Wolfpack. as we head into the bottom of the first. Great defense from both Colin McCanny and Peter McNeil for the Stingers as they limit the Western Wolfpack to 1 run. Again, for those of you with us over on TikTok, I'm talking to all 1.8K of you. Thank you so much for the continued support, but we do have a YouTube live stream going on over on our YouTube channel. The link for that is in the bio. Go check it out. You'll have multiple camera angles on our YouTube, multiple player stats, as well as a scoreboard. And overall, it's a great experience over on YouTube. Go check it out. It's overall a better watching experience. As we're getting ready for the bottom of the first, Colin McCanny is going to lead it off for the Stingers. Tyler Clout will be on the mound for the Wolfpack. Alex Harden is just discussing a few roster lineup moves with the production crew over there on the first base line. And it looks like Alex has made the necessary changes, and the first pitch on the way from Tyler Clout to Colin McCanny. That pitch misses outside, 1-0 the count to Colin. That pitch hits him for ball number 2, 2-0 the count to Colin McCanny at the bottom of the first. Pitch misses outside, 3 straight balls now to Colin McCanny. Nobody on, nobody out at the bottom of the first. That's in play, a tough ball. Alex gets it and he overthrows it. Colin is gonna get second as the overthrow hit the top of the roof over on the first baseline, and Colin is gonna be awarded second on the overthrow. And the Stingers now have a runner on second with nobody out in the bottom of the first for the dangerous Peter McNeil coming up to the plate. Peter is going to be choosing to hit right-handed to start game number 2. 0-0 to Peter. That pitch misses outside, 1-0. The count now to Peter. Pitch misses inside, 2-0. The count now to Peter. 2-0. And that's in play deep in the gap. Colin McCanny is running home, and he's going to score. Peter advances to second, and that's an RBI double for Peter McNeil. And the score is now tied 1-1 in the bottom of the first, as Jordan Rice steps up to the plate. Great hit from Peter McNeil in the gap over there in left center, deepest part of the park. And that's an RBI double. Jordan fouls that pitch off for strike number 1, 0-1. The count to Jordan Rice. The 0-1 to Jordan. That's in play to Alex Harden. He's right under it. Peter tags from second. Misses. Good heads-up play from Peter McNeil as nobody was on third base. Alex had to move over to make the play on the fly ball, and Peter with the great heads-up play, tagging from second. There's now a runner on third, 1 out in the bottom of the first for Cole Blevins. First pitch misses inside, 1-0, the count to Cole. 1-0 to Cole. Swinging at the second pitch, 1-1. The count now to Cole Blevins. 1-1 to Cole. And that's in play to Tyler Clout. Peter was holding at third, and might not have been the worst thing to happen to the Wolfpack, as Tyler holding the ball on the pitcher's mound kept Peter from scoring. And Cole reaches first on the ground ball. Stingers now have runners at the corners. Colin McCanny at the plate. First pitch misses inside, 1-0. Count to Colin. Second pitch misses outside for 2-0. good hitters count for Colin McCanny right here. Again, the score is 1-1 tied in the bottom of the first of game number 2. That pitch misses inside, 3-0. That's in the gap. Great hit from Colin McCanny. Peter's going to score. Cole is looking to score. And he makes it. That's a 2 RBI double for Colin McCanny. What a hit from Colin McCanny. And the Stingers are now leading 3-1 in the bottom of the first of game number 2. Colin McCanny with a 2 RBI double. Peter McNeil now steps up to the plate, who had a 1 RBI double in this inning. We'll see what he can do here. First pitch hits him for ball 1, 1-0, the count to Peter McNeil. Second pitch connects, 1-1. Now to Peter McNeil, the 1-1. That's in play, hits the Quackenbush for a foul ball down the third baseline. That will bring the count to 1-2. Sheesh! I just said sheesh the last time. Sheesh. 1-2 the count to Peter McNeil. I'm speed checking that. That's not a pitch. That was quick. That was fast. Speed check that. That's not a pitch. That's 1-2. I didn't get it, but that was a speed check. I could tell. That's a speed check for sure. I got it. 1-2 will remain the count to Peter McNeil. That was 58, by the way. So that was 58. So that was definitely speed check. As Peter reaches on the hit there, there's now runners on first and second. It's a single for Peter McNeil. There's 1 out in the inning. Jordan Rice coming up to the plate. 0-0 to Jordan. That pitch misses inside. I didn't get that one. 1-0. 59. 2-0. Count to Jordan Rice. Yeah. Tyler was wondering the speed there, as in the AWA you are only allowed to throw 55 miles per hour is the absolute max you can throw. Anything over that is considered not a pitch. So the count will remain whatever. It'll be a no pitch. 2-0, count to Jordan Rice. That's in play down the third baseline. As it hit the Quackenbush over on the third baseline, so that will be a foul ball. 2-1 will be the count now. Another rule in the AWA is there's some shrubs over there on the third baseline, nicknamed the Quackenbush. And any balls that hit that is a foul ball. That pitch misses high. 3-1. Count to Jordan Rice. Jordan ropes that one down the third baseline off the tree to bring the count to 3-2. 3-2 to Jordan Rice. And that's in play to Tyler Clout. He tags Jordan for an out, but the runners advance to second and third. There's now 2 outs in the bottom of the first for Cole Blevins. The Stingers leading 3-1 thanks to a 1 RBI double from Peter McNeil and a 2 RBI double from Colin McCanny in the inning. That pitch is way outside for ball number 1 to Cole Blevins. 1-0 the count.
Oh my God.
Cole swinging there at the knuckleball. He's swinging out of his shoes for strike 1. 1-1 the count to Cole. That pitch misses inside. 2-1. The count to Cole Blevins. 2-1 is the count to Cole Blevins. That pitch misses low as well. 3-1 count. Cole swinging there at the knuckle. 3-2 full. is now the count, as there's runners on second and third in the bottom of the first of game number 2. There's 2 outs in the inning. Stingers are leading 3-1. 3-2 full is the count now to Cole Blevins. 3-2 on the way. Cole swings and misses. That's the first strikeout of the day for Tyler Clout. And he gets the Wolfpack out of the inning, but the damage has been dealt from the Stingers thanks to a 2 RBI double from Colin McCanney and a 1 RBI double from Peter McNeil in the inning, and the Stingers are leading 3-1 in game number 2 as we head into the top of the second. For those of you with us on TikTok, thank you for the continued support. Go check out our YouTube live stream over on our YouTube channel. The link for that is in the bio. Overall, a better viewing experience. There's a scoreboard, multiple camera angles, player stats, as well as some music going on over there. Go check it out. You won't regret it. 3-1 is the score in the top of the second. Jordan Rice still on the mound. Tyler Clout is going to lead it off for the Western Wolfpack. Nobody on, nobody out. The 0-0 to Tyler Clout. First pitch connects for strike 1, 0-1. The count. The 0-1 on the way from Jordan Rice. Misses high and inside, 1-1. The 1-1 is in play to Jordan Rice, and Jordan is just going to step on first base himself for out number 1. There's now 1 out in the top of the second. And Josh Bergevin is going to step up to the plate for the Western Wolfpack. And the score in game number 2 is 3-1 Stingers. 0-0 to Josh Bergevin. Misses outside for ball number 1, 1-0. Count. And that's in play. Jordan Rice fields it, and he makes the out. At first, great play from Jordan Rice as he continues his great fielding performance in the field. Good stuff there from Jordan Rice. And there's now 2 outs in the top of the second for Brian Hewlett. As the first pitch misses low for 1-0. There's nobody on, 2 outs in the top of the second. The Western Wolfpack are trailing. Score is 3-1, Stingers lead. Wolfpack did take the first game of the series. Total score of 7-1. We're here in game number 2. Stingers leading 3-1 in the top of the second. 1-0 the count. That pitch misses outside, 2-0. The count now to Brian Hewlett. That pitch hits Brian on the top of the head for the 3rd ball. It's now 3-0. 3-0 on the way. Misses inside, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk for Brian Hewlett. As the Western Wolfpack now get a runner on first with 2 outs in the inning. Bobby Murphy is going to step up to the plate. The 0-0 now to Bobby Murphy. Hits the zone for strike number 1. 0-1. Looked like it hit it. I can barely. I'm calling it a strike. 0-1 the count to Bobby Murphy. 0-1. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil. What a great play from Peter McNeil on the slow roller from Bobby Murphy. He bare hands it and gets the out at first. Great defensive plays from Jordan Rice and Peter McNeil in the inning, and the Stingers get out of it. As we head into the bottom of the second, the score will remain 3-1, Stingers lead in game number 2. As we reached another half inning, to all of you with us on TikTok, go check out our YouTube live stream going on. The link for that is in the bio. As the first pitch connects for strike 1. Second pitch misses, 1-1 the count to Colin McCanny here in the bottom of the second. That's ripped to Alex. Alex makes the play at first. Brian stretching and he caught it. Great play all around from the Western Wolfpack. Great catch from Brian Hewlett over at first. Great play from Alex Harden at third. And they get the first out of the inning. There's now 1 out in the bottom of the second. Stingers still leading 3-1 in game number 2. Peter McNeil steps up, who already has a 1 RBI double, as that ball was crushed high up into the air, but it hits the tree down the third baseline for a foul ball. 0-1. The count now to Peter McNeil. Nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the second. 0-1 to Peter. That pitch misses outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Pitch misses inside. Will bring the count to 2-1. 2-1 to Peter McNeil. Hits him, and that'll bring the count to 3-1.
What do I think? I was looking down.
To Peter McNeil. 3-1. Fouls that pitch off, and the count will now go to 3-2 full. Peter McNeil does not enjoy walking. We'll see what he can do here. 3-2 full. That's crushed deep. It hit the tree. It hit the tree for a foul ball. That ball was hit high up into the air, but hit one of the hanging branches from the third baseline tree, and that ball is foul. The count will remain 3-2, as that would have been a hard play for Alex Harden over there at third base. It might have fallen. And that's roped to Alex. Alex is going to bobble the ball. Peter's going to reach first easily, as Alex didn't really have a chance to make a throw from the line drive from Peter McNeil. There's now a runner on first, 1 out for Jordan Rice, the bottom of the second. That pitch hits low on the zone for strike 1, 0-1. Count to Jordan Rice. And that pitch hits nicks the outside corner for strike number 2. Jordan falls behind quickly, 0-2.
The first one was strike 2?
Yeah. 0-2 the count to Jordan Rice. And that's in play to Tyler. Tyler tries to get the out at second, and he gets the out at second. Good heads-up play from Tyler Clout to get the lead runner as Peter is out on the force. And there's now 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Runner on first for Cole Blevins.
I always get 2 outs.
Stingers leading 3-1 in game number 2. See what Cole can do here. As that's in play down the first baseline. Might be a tough play for Tyler, and he gets Cole anyways. Good fielding out there from Tyler Clout in the bottom of the second for the Western Wolfpack, and he gets out of it with no damage done. That was the bottom of the second. As we head into the top of the third, the score is 3-1. Stingers leading here in game number 2. For all of you with us on TikTok, go check out our YouTube channel. We got a YouTube live stream going on over there. Overall, a better viewing experience. We got a scoreboard, multiple camera angles. Everything you could want is over there on YouTube. Go check it out. We got good production over there. As we're getting ready for the top of the third, 0-0 to Alex Harden is in play. Peter bobbles the ball, and Alex is going to reach first. As the Western Wolfpack now have a runner on first with no outs in the top of the third. The Wolfpack are trailing 3-1. Up steps Tyler Clout, who has pitched pretty well today. And that's crushed through the gap. Alex might look to go 3 here, and he does, and it hits him! Colin McCanny! What a throw! He hits Alex for the tag out. I'm not sure if Colin was trying to tag him. He says he was. What a throw from Colin McCanny in deep left center, and he gets the first out of the inning. Josh Bergevin down the first, third baseline, gets past Peter McNeil. That hit the bush on the third baseline, and it was. Yeah.
What are we doing?
You ran 2 bases. Hits the Quackenbush down the third baseline for a foul ball. And the count will go to 0-1 to Josh Bergevin. 0-1. Second pitch misses outside for 1-1. The Wolfpack have a runner on second. There's 1 out in the inning in the top of the third. As that pitch misses inside, hits Josh on the leg for 2-1. 2-1 to Josh Bergevin. Misses low, 3-1. Now the count. 3-1 to Josh. Swinging right there for strike number 2, and the count now goes to 3-2 full. 3-2. And that misses low for a walk. And there's now runners on first and second in the top of the third with 1 out for Brian Hewlett. Score is 3-1. Stingers are leading. And that brings up the go-ahead run and Brian Hewlett to the plate. Western Wolfpack took game number 1 of the series, total score of 7-1. They're now trailing 3-1 to the Stingers here in game number 2. Brian Hewlett has an opportunity to try and give the Wolfpack the lead. As that pitch misses inside for 1-0. The 1-0 to Brian Hewlett. Misses high, 2-0. Now the count, 2-0. That's crushed in the air, flaring, and Peter makes the grab for out number 2. And there's now 2 outs in the top of the third. Runners on first and second for Bobby Murphy. Stingers are 1 out away. Swinging at the first pitch, strike, 0-1. Stingers 1 out away from taking game number 2. Pitch misses outside, 1-0. Or 1-1 to Bobby Murphy. Misses low, 2-1. Now the count to Bobby. Trying to keep the game alive for the Western Wolfpack. Pitch misses outside for 3-1. 3-1 to Bobby. And that misses outside for a walk. Great at bat from Bobby Murphy as he keeps the game alive for the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack now have the bases loaded for Alex Harden in the top of the third. They need 2 runs to continue playing. As the score is 3-1, Stingers are leading.
Big moment for the captain.
Go-ahead run is on first base and Bobby Murphy. Tying run at second in Josh Bergevin. For team captain Alex Harden at the plate. 0-0. This is inside, 1-0. Now the count. 1-0 to Alex. That's crushed in the gap! Tyler's gonna score. Josh is running home and he's gonna score. Bobby's gonna stay at third. Alex with a 2 RBI double is gonna tie the game in the top of the third for the Western Wolfpack. What a hit from Alex Harden. They needed that. Score is now tied 3-3 for Tyler Clout. So he watches the first pitch go by for ball number 1, 1-0. That pitch connects for strike 1, 1-1. The count now to Tyler Clout. 1-1. fouls that off, as both Peter and Jordan were hustling after that ball in foul territory. Count will go to 1-2. Wolfpack have runners on second and third. The score is now tied 3-3 in the top of the third, thanks to a 2 RBI double from Alex Harden. 1-2. Hits Tyler Clout for ball 2, 2-2. Now the count. 2-2 on the way here from Jordan. Misses high, 3-2 full. The count now to Tyler. 3-2 on the way. As Tyler Clout fouls that pitch off. The count will remain 3-2. Again, we're here in the top of the third. Wolfpack have runners on second and third. Score's tied 3-3. Thanks to an RBI double from Alex Harden in the inning. The 3-2 full on the way here to Tyler. Misses outside, and that'll be a walk. The Wolfpack will now have the bases loaded in the top of the third. The Stingers have 2 outs. And coming up to the plate now is Josh Bergevin. The go-ahead run for the Wolfpack is on over at third, and Bobby Murphy. It's the first pitch to Josh Bergevin, misses outside for ball number 1, 1-0. Second pitch misses as well outside for 2-0. 2-0 to Josh. And that's crushed to Peter. He bobbles it. Bobby's going to score, and everybody's going to be safe. The Western Wolfpack take the lead, and the score is now 4-3 in the top of the third. And we're going to be going, and we're going to be playing a bottom of the third for sure. As Brian Hewlett now steps up to the plate. Wolfpack winning 4-3 now. First pitch misses inside, 1-0. 1-0. And that's in play. Nobody's there, and 1 run's going to score. Tyler's going to hustle home. He's going to score, and Josh is going to stay at third. And that's a 2 RBI single for Brian Hewlett. And the score is now 6-3. Western Wolfpack are leading here in the top of the third. Bobby Murphy steps back up to the plate. The 0-0 to Bobby. It's low for ball number 1. 1-0, the count to Bobby. Second pitch misses high. 2-0. 2-0 to Bobby. Swinging at that pitch, 2-1 now the count. As the Wolfpack came back from a 3-1. And that's in the air to Peter, and he's going to make the over-the-shoulder grab to get the Stingers out of the inning. The damage has been dealt in the inning. The Wolfpack were trailing 3-1 heading into the top of the third. They score 5, and they're now leading 6-3 in the bottom of the third. They need 3 outs to win game number 2. Wolfpack already took game number 1, total score of 7-1. Looking to take game 2 and the series. They just need 3 outs to do so. We'll see what the Stingers can muster up here in the bottom of the third. For those of you with us on TikTok, please go check out our YouTube live stream. The link for that is in the bio. Overall, a better viewing experience. We have a scoreboard, multiple camera angles, player stats, and music going on over on YouTube. Go check it out. As the first pitch of the bottom of the third is on the way from Tyler Clout, is crushed down the third baseline from Colin McCanny. That would have been absolutely gone if that would have stayed fair. Tyler Clout trying to throw the pitch number 2, but Alex Harden wasn't even on the field for him. 0-1, the count now to Colin McCanny. Second pitch misses for ball number 1. 1-1 even is the count. The 1-1. That pitch misses high from Tyler Clout. 2-1. Now the count. 2-1 on the way from Tyler. That's crushed past Alex Harden. And Colum's going to look to go 2, and he's going to make it. And he holds up at second. And that's a no-out double from Colin McCanny, his second double of the game. He had a 2 RBI double earlier, the last inning. And the Stingers are trailing 6-3 in the bottom of the third, but they have a runner on at second with no outs, and Peter McNeil comes up to the plate as he takes the first pitch for ball number 1, 1-0 the count to Peter. Second pitch connects, 1-1. The count now to Peter McNeil. Pitch was low, 2-1. Again, there's a runner on second for the Stingers, no outs in the bottom of the third. Peter swinging at the knuckle, 2-2. The count. 2-2 on the way. Misses inside. The count will go to 3-2 full. 3-2. And that's crushed down the third baseline. It did not hit the Quackenbush, and that ball goes out of play. That's a ground rule double. Colin McCanny will score. Colin McCanny will score on the ground rule double from Peter McNeil as the ball went out of play. Was a fair ball down the third baseline, but moved over past the foul pole in foul territory, and that's a ground rule double. Moves the score to 6-4. Western Wolfpack are leading in the bottom of the third. The Stingers have a runner on second. Jordan Rice comes up to the plate. We have no outs in the inning. The 0-0 to Jordan Rice. That pitch misses low, 1-0. The count now to Jordan. Second pitch misses outside as well for 2-0. 2-0 on the way to Jordan Rice. Misses outside again. 3-0 is the count to Jordan Rice here in the bottom of the third. 3-0. And that misses. That's a 4-pitch walk for Jordan Rice. Score is 6-4 Wolfpack as the go-ahead run and Cole Blevins steps up to the plate. There's no outs in the inning. See what Cole Blevins can do in this plate. And that is fouled off for strike number 1, 0-1. It hit him. It hit him. Either way, it's still a foul ball. 0-1 is the count to Cole Blevins. The 0-1. Misses inside, 1-1. The count moves to Cole Blevins. That misses high and outside, 2-1. Stingers have runners on first and second in the bottom of the third. They're trailing 6-4. Cole Blevins at the plate is the go-ahead run.
Good on, let's go.
So that pitch was high and outside again, 3-1. Cole, the winning run as we're in the bottom of the third. Fouls that pitch off. The count will move to 3-2 full.
Wait for your pitch. Wait for your pitch.
3-2 full. Now the count to Cole Blevins.
1 out. No outs.
That misses outside. And the Stingers now have bases loaded. Here in the bottom of the third, there's no outs. Wolfpack are leading 6-4. The tying run on second in Jordan Rice and the winning run on first in Cole Blevins. And up steps Colin McCanny, who has been a machine for the Stingers in game number 2. He has 2 doubles on the day and 2 RBIs. First pitch misses outside for ball 1, 1-0 to Colin McCanny. Second pitch connects for a strike, 1-1. Now the count, the 1-1. Misses inside, 2-1. 2-1. Swinging at that pitch, strike number 2. 2-2 even is the count. 2-2. 2-2 even is the count to Colin McCanny. As that pitch misses low, that'll move the count to 3-2 full. A walk from Colin would drive in a run, 3-2. And that misses. And that's a run in for the Stingers, and the score moves now to 6-5. Western Wolfpack are leading in game number 2. The tying run on third in Jordan Rice, the winning run on second in Cole Blevins, and up steps Peter McNeil, who had a ground rule double earlier in the inning. We'll see if Peter can win the game here for the Southern Stingers in game number 2 of the 3-game series. The 0-0 to Peter McNeil. Misses outside for ball number 1, 1-0 now to Peter. Swinging at the second pitch, 1-1. The count now, 1-1. And that's crushed! But it goes foul. As if that would have stayed fair, that would have been a walk-off grand slam for Peter McNeil. Instead, it turns into a long strike for the Wolfpack, and it's now 1-2 to Peter McNeil in the bottom of the third. 1-2. That pitch hits Peter. Count now goes to 2-2. Bases are loaded. No outs in the bottom of the third. Wolfpack leading 6-5. That pitch misses inside. 3-2 full. Tying run in Jordan Rice on third. Winning run in Cole Blevins on second. 3-2. Swinging and got him. Peter McNeil strikes out for the first out of the inning. But the Stingers still have the bases loaded. And Jordan Rice is going to step up to the plate. Wolfpack are still leading 6-5 late here in game number 2. Jordan Rice has an opportunity to tie the game, possibly even win the game for the Stingers.
Let's go, Jordan. You were born for this moment right now. Here we go. 0-0.
We have some late inning drama here in the second game. Tying run on Peter at third. And the winning run, Cole Blevins at second. The 0-0 to Jordan. First pitch misses outside for ball number 1, 1-0. The count now to Jordan Rice. The 1-0. And that's up in the air. Tyler Clout makes the play. What a play from Tyler, as Peter's off the bag for only 2 outs and Tyler tags him. He was off the bag. Peter was being lackadaisical, and he's gonna be out at third. I don't know what Peter McNeil was doing over there on the third baseline, but Tyler tags him out, and he's gonna get the double play, and the Western Wolfpack are gonna take the game. 6-5. What a way to end the game for the Stingers, as Peter McNeil was being lackadaisical over on the third baseline, and he gets tagged out from Tyler Clout. Great heads-up play from Tyler. And the Wolfpack win that one 6-5. They take game number 2 in the series as we're getting ready for game number 3. Wolfpack won the first game 7-1. They won the second game 6-5 on a double play at the very end of the game from Tyler Clout. And we're getting ready for game number 3. Wow, what a way to end it. Good play, good heads-up play from Tyler Clout. There's not much else you can say. I mean, he looked down the third baseline, saw Peter was off the bag, and he tagged him out. What a play. Again, that was some pretty crazy late inning drama in the second game. Wolfpack ended up taking it, total score of 6-5. But as we're getting ready for game number 3, I just wanted to remind everybody over on TikTok, we do have a YouTube live stream going on as well over on our YouTube channel. The link for that is in the bio. Go check it out. There's multiple camera angles over there. Got some music, player stats, and it's a good time over on YouTube. As one of the fans in the stands was Having some good hits there. Good practice swing. Good practice cuts there. Cole Blevins warming up for game number 3. Peter McNeil would normally start game number 3 for the Stingers. So the rule in the AWA is your ace can throw 2 times in a 3-game series. You can only throw in 2 games. So Peter already pitched the first game. He struggled a little, walking in quite a few runs, but normally he would also start the third, as Peter's been very effective all season long. Cole Blevins warming up. May need to come into relief if Peter's struggles continue in the third game. Again, for those of you who are just joining us, we're getting ready for game number 3 of this 3-game series between the Western Wolfpack and the Southern Stingers for an American League divisional matchup. The Wolfpack took game number 1, total score 7-1. And then they took game number 2, total score of 6-5, as the Stingers had bases loaded with only 1 out. And Tyler Cloud made a double play at the end of the game to allow the Stingers to take game number 2. Not only did they take the series on that play, but they also go ahead, the Stingers in the standings as well. Just getting a few things ready to go over on the production booth, making sure the players get a much needed break for game number 3, and we'll be getting started here shortly as we're having some practice cuts taken here in the field.
Got no worries, I'm gonna make mine. Going global, I'ma get
Getting
it.
ready to go.
Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. I need my hands. This life is real.
Getting ready for game 3 again. Trying to get everybody.
Deep. That is a grand slam. Zach Playhouse not ready to go home today. Deep. Gone. Deep. Gone. Walk on. Gone. Grand slam. Ball in the gap. What a play. What a play. Peter McNeil.
As well as music. You won't regret going to check it out over there on the YouTube channel. But again, thank you so much for being here. We really do appreciate the continued support, as Jordan Rice roped that ball left-handed down the first baseline. What a shot. Alex Harden is going to be on the mound for the Western Wolfpack to start game number 3. The Stingers are going to keep their same lineup. Colin McCanny is going to lead it off for the Stingers. Alex Harden will continue to be on the mound. The first 2 games of the series were taken both by the Wolfpack. 7-1 in the first game, 6-5 in the second game, on a double play made from Tyler Clout to end it. See if the Stingers can get a win here in game number 3 against Alex Harden, who has been very effective all season long for the Western Wolfpack. First pitch on the way to Colin McCanny, misses low for ball number 1, 1-0 count. 1-0. Connects, second pitch connects for strike number 1, 1-1. That pitch hits low for a strike, 1-2. Count to Colin. 1-2. Misses low, 2-2. As we're here in the top of the first of the third game, nobody on, nobody out. Colin McCanny at the plate. 3-2 full is the count now to McCanny. 3-2 full. Misses outside, and the Stingers will have a leadoff walk here in the top of the first. There's a runner on first. in game number 3, and Peter McNeil will step back up to the plate. We'll see if he hits righty or lefty here. Gonna go right-handed, it appears. 0-0 is the count to Peter in the top of the first of game number 3. Runner on first. No outs. That's crushed. Get out, ball. Get out, ball. That was absolutely crushed from Peter McNeil on a 2-run shot. And the Stingers needed that. What a shot from Peter McNeil. An absolute moonshot on Peter's first at-bat of game number 3, and the Stingers are now leading early 2-0. 0-0 now to Jordan Rice. First pitch connects for strike number 1. Jordan hitting lefty. He's not normally a lefty, but second pitch is in there for strike 2. He hit an absolute bomb during practice in between games, and he thought, shoot, might as well try lefty, but he struck out on 3 pitches. Might not have been the best decision for Jordan Rice, but you know what? Sometimes you just got to try it. There's 1 out now in the top of the first for Cole Blevins. Nobody on. First pitch misses behind Cole for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Stingers leading 2-0 thanks to a Peter McNeil 2-run shot as the second pitch misses for 2-0 to Cole Blevins. 2-0. That pitch misses outside. 3-0. Count now to Cole Blevins as he received 3 straight balls to start the at-bat. Again, nobody on, 1 out in the top of the first of game number 3. Stingers leading 2-0 thanks to a Peter McNeil 2-run blast. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk for Cole Blevins. Stingers get a runner back on first. Now 1 out. Colin McCanny comes up to the plate. He's been crushing the ball over the yard today. 1-0. Now to Colin. 1-0 to Colin. And that pitch hits the outside part of the strike zone for strike 1. 1-1. Swinging there for... Yeah, we're good on the camera.
It's the only favor I'm doing all day for you.
I can't... 1-2 is the count to Colin McCanny. That pitch misses low. 2-2.
That's an illegal pitch. Can we check him for substance?
2-2. Misses low. 3-2. The count now to Colin McCanny. The 3-2 on the way. Misses outside, and that's 2 back-to-back walks for Alex Harden. And the Stingers have runners on first and second. Here in the top of the first, there's 1 out. And up steps Peter McNeil back to the plate, who already has a 2-run blast in the inning. Okay. It's still going right now, so we're good. Checking to see if the battery here on the camera is still rolling, and we're good so far. Might have to change the battery in between innings. 0-0 to Peter. That pitch misses inside. 1-0. Count to Peter McNeil. Peter, 2-run blast in this inning. And that's crushed in the gap. Cole's going to try to run home as on the relay, and he's out. Peter's going to get second base. What a relay from Tyler Clout and Alex Harden in the field, and they get Cole as he's trying to reach home for the second out of the inning. As I was just told, we're ending the inning. The Stingers batted out of order there. And the inning is going to end right there. Stingers batted out of order, and we are ending the inning for the Stingers. trying to figure out, the production crew is trying to figure out what's going on, if the inning truly in fact did end, if the Stingers did hit out of order, or if we'll continue playing here. Either way, the score currently is 2-0. Stingers are leading in the top of the first of game number 3 thanks to a 2-run blast from Peter McNeil. And the Wolfpack just got a really nice out at home thanks to a relay from Tyler Clout and Alex Harden as they tagged Cole out, as they beamed Cole out heading home. And I think Trey Slugston's gonna come over here and say some words.
All right, I'm just gonna give a little breakdown of what we think is going on right now. We don't know how the lineup got mixed up because our stat keeper was doing it right, but then all of a sudden we had the wrong person up, so we don't know if it's like who botched or if Josh Campanero, the second overall pick, is just bad at his job.
Hey man, you gotta cut him some slack. This is his first time doing it.
It's unbelievable.
He had to have been doing pretty decent so far.
We've been doing great. It's super hard. So like it's entirely possible that we
chat to verify. I've done some stats before earlier in the year, and the app that we use is a little hard to get down at first. There's definitely a learning curve.
A little hard.
So it's pretty hard.
Dude, it's so hard.
It's pretty hard. But Josh, my brother, Josh Campanero, is first time on it. He's been doing a good job so far.
All right, we're going.
We figured it out, and there's now we're gonna keep the inning going. 2 outs, runners on second and third for the Stingers. They're leading 2-0 as Jordan fouls that pitch off. Yeah. 0-1 the count to Jordan Rice. And that's crushed down the third baseline, right over Colin McCanny's head as he was ducking. Almost took his head off over there. Brings the count to 0-2 to Jordan Rice. The 0-2. And that's in play to Schofield. He bobbles it. Colin McCanny's going to score, and everybody's going to be safe. As the Stingers now have runners at the corners. The score now 3-0. Stingers leading with 2 outs in the top of the first. Up steps Cole Blevins to the plate. 0-0 to Cole Blevins. And that's in play. Alex is going to not make the play at first as Brian bobbles it. And the runners are going to advance to second and third. Peter's going to score on the play. And the Stingers' lead now increases to 4-0 in the top of the first. Runners on second and third. 2 outs, and Colin McCanny now steps up to the plate. 0-0 to Colin. First pitch connects for strike number 1. 0-1. Now the count. That pitch misses low for ball number 1. 1-1. The count to Colin McCanny. Swinging at that pitch. Count will go to 1-2. Count is 1-2 to Colin McCanny. Stingers have runners on second and third in the top of the first of game number 3 of the 3-game series. Stingers leading with a score of 4-0. Pitch misses outside, 2-2. The count to Colin, 2-2. That pitch misses high and outside to bring the count to 3-2 full to Colin McCanny, 3-2. Misses, and that's going to be a walk. Stingers now have the bases loaded.
3-0.
Score is 4-0 Stingers in the top of the first. There's 2 outs in the inning. And up steps Peter McNeil, who already has a 2-run blast at the beginning of this inning. Trying to find some balls out here as we're only finding 2 wiffle balls currently. 0-0 to Peter McNeil. He fouls the first pitch off for strike number 1. 0-1. Count to Peter. The 0-1. That pitch hits him for 1-1. Now the count to Peter as we're trying to find a few balls around the yard. Good stuff from Bobby right there, finding one. Over at the stands, we now have 3 balls. 3 playable balls, 4 now. Anyways, you get the point, chat. 1-1 is the count to Peter McNeil. Bases loaded in the top of the first. The 1-1. Hits him. 2-1. Count now to Peter. 2-1 on the way. Swinging there will bring the count to 2-2 even. So we're here in game number 3 of the 3-game series. Bases loaded. 2-2 is the count. There's 2 outs in the inning. Peter McNeil, pitch on the way. Swinging strike 3, got him. And the Wolfpack get out of the inning. But the Stingers get 4. And they're now leading 4-0 as changing out the battery in the camera as well as resetting the TikTok stream. Wanted to make sure we give all of you the best streaming experience we can possible. So we're getting ready for the bottom of the first. Alex Harden steps up to the plate as he fouls the first pitch off for strike number 1, 0-1, the count. We're in the bottom of the first, nobody on, nobody out. Stingers leading 4-0. Alex fouls that pitch off as well, 0-2. Count as Alex falls behind early. Alex fouls that pitch off as well, and the count will remain 0-2. The count here to Alex Harden. And that's in play to Cole Blevins. He's under it, and he makes the grab for out number 1. There's now 1 out in the bottom of the first. Stingers leading 4-0, nobody on, and Tyler Clout comes up to the plate. 0-0 on the way to Tyler. And that's in play to Colin McCanny as he bobbles it, and Tyler Clout is going to reach first as the Western Wolfpack get a runner on with 1 out in the bottom of the first, and up steps Aaron Schofield, who's making his AWA debut today. First pitch misses inside for ball number 1, 1-0. Count. Pitch misses low and outside, 2-0. The count now to Schofield. Schofield rips that one down the third baseline for strike number 1, 2-1. Swinging at the slow change up there from Jordan Rice. 2-2. Counting out Aaron Schofield. As he holds for ball 3. 3-2 full the count. 3-2. Misses, and that's a walk for Aaron Schofield. And the Western Wolfpack now have runners on first and second in the bottom of the first. There's one out in the inning. Stingers are leading 4-0. Thanks to a few walks and a 2-run shot from Peter McNeil in the top of the first. Brian Hewlett steps up to the plate. The 0 to Brian. Misses high and outside for ball number 1, 1-0. The count to Brian. The pitch misses low for 2-0. 2-0 now the count. As that's in play, down the first baseline, it stays fair, and Brian gets tagged for an out. As that ball stayed fair right there on the first baseline. Jordan makes the great play for the second out of the inning. And the Wolfpack now have runners on second and third for Bobby Murphy as the first pitch hits him for ball number 1, 1-0. Count now. That pitch connects for strike 1, 1-1. The count here to Bobby Murphy. Pitch is inside, 2-1. 2-1 on the way. Swinging there, 2-2. Even now the count. Wolfpack have runners on second and third in the bottom of the first. That pitch misses outside, 3-2 full. 3-2 full is the count to Bobby Murphy. Wolfpack have runners on second and third in the bottom of the first to game number 3. Stingers leading 4-0 early here. 3-2 on the way to Bobby Murphy. Misses outside, and Bobby works a walk. Wolfpack now have the bases loaded in the bottom of the first for Alex Harden, looking to do some damage and possibly tie this game up. In the bottom of the first of game number 3. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. The count. 1-0. Pitch misses 2-0. If Jordan Rice is able to throw that knuckleball for a strike, that pitch is nasty. Tough pitch to hit. The 2-0 here to Alex. Misses low, 3-0. Now the count. We have 2 outs in the bottom of the first. The Wolfpack have the bases loaded as Alex fouls that pitch off. Brings the count to 3-1. Wolfpack trailing by 4 here. A grand slam from Alex would tie this ball game up early in game number 3. 3-1. That's in play up the middle. Colin McCanny is not going to make the, as we call him, he gets called out at second. Bobby Murphy pulled his foot off the bag, and the Stingers get the tag out at second, and they get out of the inning. No damage done. And the score will remain 4-0. No. There's no run. No. It's 4. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Same thing. Yeah. He was going to second. He got tagged out. Doesn't matter. Same thing. It's 4-0. Yeah, I don't know why you're trying to give them a run, but yeah, the score will chat. Main thing is the score will remain 4-0 as we head into my apologies, chat. They did score 4-1 is the score. Stingers leading 4-1 as we head into the top of the second. Jordan Rice is going to lead it off for the Stingers here. He fouls that pitch off. For strike one, 0-1, the count to Jordan Rice. The 0-1. That pitch misses low, 1-1. The count to Jordan. 1-1 to Jordan. If he fouls that pitch off, moves the count to 1-2. Stingers are leading here in game number 3 of the 3-game series. Total score 4-1. Nobody on, nobody out. That's in play down the third baseline. Schofield tries to make the play. That's a tough play. And Jordan Rice is going to reach first on the infield single. That was a really tough play for Aaron Schofield, but he did pretty well trying to make the play as he was going over towards the third baseline. Stingers now have a runner on at first in the top of the second. Nobody out for Cole Blevins. As there might be some potential dirt or dog poop maybe on the
God dang it, Oliver.
on the
Dog poop.
left-handed side, or on the batter's box right there. The 0-0 to Cole Blevins. And that's in play to Brian, and he can't. It went foul. Because that would have been a really hard play for Brian Hewlett. There's no outs in the top of the second. Stingers have a runner on first. The count is 0-1 to Cole Blevins. Swing at the high pitch, 0-2. Cole really likes the high cheese. Really likes the high cheese. 0-2, the count now. As that pitch misses low for ball number 1. 1-2, the count goes. 1-2 to Cole Blevins. And that's in play to Tyler Clout. And he gets him at second. For the first out of the inning, Tyler Clout diving towards second, tags the base and gets Jordan Rice before he can step on it. Tyler Clout has been making great plays in the field today. He helped the Wolfpack steal game number 2 as he made a double play to get out of the bottom of the third in game number 2. They won 6-5. And we looked at the replay again, and it appears on the replay Jordan Rice was safe. Tyler Clout did not get him there. Cole will reach first. The Stingers will have runners on first and second. In the top of the second, no outs, 1-0 the count to Colin McCaney. Second pitch misses low, 2-0. The count now to Colin. Third pitch misses as well, 3-0. The count now to Colin McCaney. As that pitch hits the inside part of the strike zone for strike 1, 3-1. Swinging at the high riser for strike number 2, and that brings the count to 3-2 full. 3-2 full on the way here to Colin McCaney. Misses high, and Colin works a walk for the Stingers. The Stingers now have the bases loaded for Peter McNeil. No outs in the bottom of the first. Peter already has a 2-run blast in the game. In the top of the second. See what he can do here in game number 3. 0-0 on the way to Peter McNeil. Swinging at the first pitch curve for strike 1, 0-1. The count to Peter. The 0-1. Alex and Peter are arguing right now. Alex saying his curveball he learned from Peter. 0-1. And that's in play to Aaron Schofield as he knocks the ball down. But everybody's going to be safe. And the Stingers score another run, and they extend their lead. Score is now 5-1 in the top of the second. And up steps Jordan Rice. 0-0. And that's in play in the gap. Cole's going to score. Call him on his way home. He's going to score, and Peter is going to be out at the plate. What a play from Alex Harden on the tag out. Wow. But 2 runs are going to score for the Stingers on the double from Jordan Rice. And that will extend the Stingers score to 7-1. There's 1 out in the inning in the top of the second. As that pitch hits Cole right on the forearm for ball number 1, 1-0. That pitch misses low, 2-0. The count to Cole Blevins. 2-0 on the way. Swinging at the high pitch strike again. Cole has just been swinging at the high cheese all day long. 2-1. As that misses for 3-1. I would just keep pitching Cole high fastballs. 3-2 as that pitch connects on the outside part of the strike zone. Is the count to Cole. Fouls that pitch off. Count will remain 3-2 as there's 1 out in the top of the second. Stingers have a runner on second. And the score is 7-1. Stingers lead in game number 3. Jordan Rice had a 2 RBI double there. His last at bat, almost had 3, but Alex Harden made the great peg out on Peter McNeil as he was just about to cross home. 3-2 to Cole. And that's in play in the air. Tough play. Tyler Clout makes it, though. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. There's now 2 outs in the top of the second.
Man, I thought that was gone for off the bat.
Stingers leading 7-1, and Colin McCanny comes up to the plate. Yo-oh. Hits Colin for ball number 1, 1-0. Now the count. Colin holding, as that will move the count to 2-0. 2-0 to Colin. Misses low, 3-0 to Colin. As Alex throws him 3 straight balls. 3-0. Misses high, and that's a 4-pitch walk for Colin McCanny. And the Stingers now have runners on first and second in the top of the second. 2 outs, and up steps Peter McNeil, who already has a 2-run home run in the game. We'll see if he can increase his home run total on this at-bat. The 0-0 to Peter McNeil. And that's going to be foul off the Quackenbush down there on the third baseline. 0-1. The count now to Peter McNeil. The 0-1 to Peter on the way. Swinging right there at the second pitch, and Peter falls behind quickly. 0-2. Now the count. As Peter is thinking a little bit right there. I think he's okay. Peter swung pretty hard on that pitch, and he might have injured himself. You okay, Peter? Okay. Really? Got you. Yeah, take a sec, man. We're gonna give Peter a second here to catch his breath. Again, the score is 7-1 Stingers in game number 3 of the 3-game series. Stingers have runners on first and second. There's 2 outs in the inning for Peter McNeil, as I believe he's ready now to swing. Swung pretty hard on that last pitch. 0-2 to Peter. Hits him in the top of the head. I wouldn't do that. 1-2 the count. We'll see what Peter can do after getting hit in the head. Swinging for strike 3. Got him. Alex Harden gets the Wolfpack out of the top of the second. We got time here. We got time here as we're going to be checking for a foreign substance from Peter McNeil. Peter McNeil has been thrown out of game number 3. Due to foreign substances. Stingers will now be playing with 3 players in game number 3 of the bottom of the second. Peter was struggling early he was struggling early in game number 1, walking a lot of batters, and he tried to use the foreign substance in game number 3, but we got him and tossed him out of the game. Just kidding, Chad. He's going to keep playing. But he won't be pitching in inning number 2 of game number 3. As the count to Tyler Clout is 0-1. Oh, we're not counting that one. Oh, okay. 0-0 is the count to Tyler Clout. That's true. 0-0 the count to Tyler Clout. First pitch misses inside. 1-0 the count now to Tyler. Colin McCanney on the mound here in the bottom of the second of game 3. Wow, that pitch almost hit the camera. As that's ripped down the third baseline, hits the Quackenbush for a foul. For strike 1, 2-1 the count to Tyler Clout. Stingers leading 7-1. And that's crushed in the gap. Tyler Clout might look to go 2. He does. And he is going to make it. He's going to go 3.
You're up. Yes.
And he's going to be safe at third. In there with a triple to lead off the bottom of the second for the Wolfpack. And up steps Aaron Schofield in his debut. So that pitch misses outside. 1-0. The count to Schofield. Second pitch misses outside. 2-0. Now the count. That pitch connects for strike 1, 2-1. 2-1 on the way. That's crushed deep, and that's gone. A 2-run shot for Aaron Schofield in his debut. And that will move the score to 7-3. Stingers leading in the bottom of the second of game number 3. What a shot from Aaron Schofield. First pitch to Brian Hewlett misses high for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Second pitch misses low and outside for ball number 2, 2-0 to Brian Hewlett. Again, we're here in game number 3 of the 3-game series. Nobody on, nobody out. Aaron Schofield just hit a 2-run blast to bring the score to 7-3 Stingers. As that's in play to Peter McNeil, and he's safe at first. Brian Hewlett beats out the throw, and he reaches first on the infield single. As there will remain no outs in the bottom of the second, runner on first for Bobby Murphy. As that pitch was low for ball number 1. I can't see. This ball for ball number 1, 1-0. Hits him for 2-0 the count. It's Bobby Murphy. That pitch almost hits Bobby's bat, but the count will go to 3-0. And that pitch misses outside for a 4-pitch walk to Bobby Murphy. And the Wolfpack now have runners on first and second, no outs for Alex Harden. Score is 7-3 Stingers. First pitch misses high, 1-0 to Alex Harden. Fouls that pitch off for strike 1, 1-1. The count.
Nothing.
Count is 1-1 to Alex Harden. Wolfpack have runners on first and second in the bottom of the second of game number 3. 1-1 on the way to Alex. Crushed deep, and that's gone! The bat flip from Alex Harden, a 3-run blast. And that brings the score to 7-6. Stingers still leading. But the Wolfpack have gotten 5 runs in the inning thanks to a 3-run blast from Alex Harden and a 2-run blast from Aaron Schofield, who's making his AWA debut today. 5 runs for the Wolfpack so far here in the bottom of the second of game number 3. And after a couple of home runs given up, the Stingers decide to pull Colin McCanney. And they're going to go back to Jordan Rice, who started the game. Jordan is going to throw a few warm-up pitches as he comes back into the game. What? Jordan Rice will be back on the mound for the Stingers in game number 3. Score is 7-6. Stingers are still leading. But thanks to a 3-run blast from Alex Harden, a 2-run blast from Aaron Schofield in his debut with the Western Wolfpack, the score is now 7-6. And the Wolfpack are knocking at the door. First pitch misses high to Tyler Clout, 1-0 the count. Second pitch is low and outside for 2-0. 2-0 on the way. Misses inside, 3-0 the count to Tyler Clout. And that pitch will miss inside as well, and that'll be a 4-pitch walk for Tyler Clout. And this Wolfpack now have a runner on first, no outs still in the bottom of the second for Aaron Schofield, who already has a 2-run blast in the inning on his debut. See what he can do here. It's the first pitch connects for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Aaron Schofield. That pitch misses outside, 1-1. Now the count. The 1-1 on the way. And that's crushed deep. Cole can't make the catch. Tyler hustling for third. He's going to reach. And Aaron Schofield is going to reach second on a double. And the Wolfpack now have runners on second and third for Brian Hewlett. No outs in the inning. First pitch to Brian is going to miss for a ball, 1-0 the count. Aaron Schofield, what a debut he's having. Second pitch connects for a strike, 1-1. Aaron Schofield has a 2-run blast and a double in the inning in his debut. He's hitting very well in game number 3 for the Wolfpack. As that pitch misses outside, 2-1. Now the count, 2-1 on the way. Hits the top of the strike zone for strike 2, 2-2. 2-2 on the way. Brian fouls that pitch off. The count will remain 2-2. 2-2 on the way to Brian. That pitch pitch misses inside, 3-2. Now the count.
Yep.
Getting Jordan Rice some balls here.
Well, technically,
We're here in the bottom of the second of game number 3. The Wolfpack have runners on second and third. Score is 7-6 Stingers. But Tyler Clout is the tying run on third. Aaron Schofield the go-ahead run on second. That's in play to Jordan Rice. He's going to overthrow Peter McNeil at first. Tyler's going to score. The game's tied. Aaron Schofield's going to score. Oh, that's right. It's 7-7 is the score as 2 runs will come in. Hold on, back up. It's 7-7?
Yeah, I gave up 5. A 2-run and a 3-run blast.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. My bad. And the score is 7-7.
wow, the
Game
Hawks
is
won.
tied. Here in game number 3 as we're getting ready for the top of the third.
116.
The Wolfpack got 6 runs in the bottom of the second thanks to a 3-run blast from Alex Harden and a 2-run blast from Aaron Schofield, who's making his debut for the Western Wolfpack today.
Bucks lost. The Hawks 116-113.
I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that.
Getting some NBA playoff scores going on here right before we start top of the third inning. Jordan Rice is going to lead it off for the Stingers in the top of the third. Alex Harden will remain on the mound, who's been pitching great today for the Wolfpack. The 0-0 on the way to Jordan Rice. Nobody on, nobody out in the top of the third. And that's in play. Tyler Clout is under it, and he's going to make the grab for the first out of the inning. There's now 1 out in the top of the third. Nobody on. Cole Blevins coming up to the dish. And the score is tied 7-7. The 0-0 on the way to Cole. Cole swinging at the first pitch, curve, 0-1. The count now to Cole Blevins. And that's flared up. Alex is going to make the catch there for out number 2. 2 outs in the top of the third. Score is 7-7. And Colum McCanny, who's trying to do a bat flip, comes up to the plate. The 0 to Colum. Misses outside for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Second pitch misses outside as well for ball 2. 2-0 on the way to Colum. So that pitch misses outside for 3-0 to Colum. 3-0 on the way. Misses, and that's a 4-pitch walk for Colum McCanny. And there's now a runner on first for the Stingers. Score is 7-7. Up steps Peter McNeil, who is still nursing a little bit of an injury from a heavy swing he had in the last inning. Peter's going to step up to the plate left-handed. We'll see what he can do here. 0-0 to Peter McNeil. Swinging at the first pitch. High cheese for 0-1. 0-1 on the way to Peter McNeil. Hits him for ball 1, 1-1. The Stingers have a runner on first. There's 2 outs in the top of the third. Score is tied 7-7. The 1-1 on the way to Peter McNeil. Swinging at that high pitch, as that will bring the count to 1-2. 1-2 the count to Peter McNeil. Swinging again at the high pitch for strike 3. And the Wolfpack are going to get out of the top of the third with no runs given up. Scores tied 7-7. As we head into the bottom of the third, Bobby Murphy's going to lead it off for the Wolfpack. They need 1 run to walk it off and complete the sweep today of the Stingers. We'll see if they can get the 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd of game number 3. For those of you with us on TikTok, thank you again for the continued support. Please go check out our YouTube channel. The link for that is in the bio. We have a YouTube live stream going on over there. Overall, a better live streaming experience over on our YouTube channel. We have multiple camera angles, a scoreboard and everything. Go check it out. So we're getting ready for the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch to Bobby Murphy is going to miss low for ball number 1. 1-0 the count to Bobby Murphy. Swinging at the second pitch, 1-1 the count to Bobby. So there's nobody on, nobody out in the bottom of the 3rd. Score's tied 7-7 as that's down the 3rd baseline, and he's going to reach first for a single. The ball just misses the Quackenbush, and that ball's fair. Bobby Murphy leads the bottom of the 3rd off for the Wolfpack. And he's on first, and he is the winning run. Alex Harden up to the plate, and that pitch misses outside for 1-0. The 1-0, that's in play. Cole's right under it, and he's going to make the grab for the first out of the inning. Tyler Clout stepping up to the plate. The Western Wolfpack have the winning run on at first. Here in game number 3, scores tied 7-7. Tyler swinging at the first pitch for strike 1, 0-1. Now the count. And that's in play to Cole. That's a tough play to make. Bobby's going to dig for 3rd. He's going to make it, and Tyler Clout is going to hustle into 2nd. And the Western Wolfpack now have runners on 2nd and 3rd. Bobby Murphy, the winning run, and Aaron Schofield at the plate. In his debut, he's taking the first pitch for a strike. Aaron Schofield has a double and a 2-run home run in this game already. Second pitch connects on the knuckleball for strike number 2, and Schofield behind early 0-2. 1-2, now the count. Wolfpack looking to complete the sweep. Bobby the winning run at 3rd. And Schofield strikes out. Jordan Rice on the knuckleball gets him. And the Ephus pitch, he corrected me. And there's now 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. The Wolfpack have the winning run just 60 feet away over on 3rd base. And Brian Hewlett steps up for the Wolfpack. First pitch misses inside, 1-0. Brian Hewlett has a chance to win the game for the Wolfpack here. Second pitch misses outside, 2-0. 2-0 on the way. Hits the zone for strike 1, 2-1. Count here to Hewlett. And that's in play to Cole Blevins. He's going to make the out at first, and we're headed into extra innings. We're headed into extra innings. We're going to check the replay on this one just to make sure, but the call on the field is out. So we're waiting for the instant replay to see if he was out or safe. Trying to make sure. And they call him out. Brian Hewlett out at first. And we're headed into extra innings in game number 3. The score is tied 7-7. As we head into the top of the 4th. And since we are at another half inning TikTok, we got a YouTube live stream going on over on our YouTube channel. Go check it out. The link for that is in the bio. Overall better streaming experience. Go check it out. 0-0 on the way to Jordan Rice in the top of the 4th. He fouls the first pitch off. 0-1. Now the count. 0-1 to Jordan. Swinging right there for strike number 2. 0-2. You haven't gone over the speed limit all day. 0-2. The count to Jordan Rice. He fouls that pitch off. The count will remain 0-2
Little bug, Skeeter.
to Jordan Rice.
Name Skeeter.
0-2 on the way. As that's in play into the gap, and Jordan Rice is going to reach on a no-out single in the top of the fourth. We're in extras. The score is tied 7-7. And the Stingers have the go-ahead run over on first base, and Cole Blevins steps up to the plate. As that pitch misses high and outside for ball number 1, 1-0, the count to Cole Blevins. That pitch misses high and inside, 2-0. Now the count to Cole. Alex trying to throw Cole a couple of high pitches. Cole's been swinging at those all day long. That pitch connects, hits the strike zone for strike number 1, 2-1. Count to Cole. That pitch connects as well for 2-2. Now the count, 2-2 on the way. And that's in play to Aaron Schofield. He does not make the out at second as Jordan's safe over at first, or over on second base. We're going to try to look at the replay again. Yeah, I said he was safe on the field. Yeah. Call him safe on the field. So we're going to look at it again. He's safe at second base. Stingers now have runners on first and second. Nobody out for Colin McCanny as he steps up in the top of the fourth. First pitch hits low for a strike number 1.
I tried, didn't see. It didn't make like the normal.
0-1. The count to Colin McCanny. So that pitch misses outside for 1-1. 1-1 the count. And that's crushed deep in the gap. Jordan is going to go chug for home. He's going to make it. Cole is going to score as well, and Colin is going to have to hold up at third because on the overthrows you only get one bag, but Cole and Jordan are both going to score on the play. And the Stingers now go up 9-7 in the top of the fourth. And they have a runner on third in Colin McCanny with no outs. Top of the fourth, up steps Peter McNeil, who is still nursing an injury that he got in the second inning. And that's crushed to Tyler. He overthrows him, and Colin McCanny is gonna score. Extends the Stingers' lead to 10-7 in the top of the fourth. Peter reaches.
Is there a run limit here?
No. And the score is 10-7. Jordan Rice steps up to the plate. No outs still in the top of the fourth. Swinging at the first pitch, strike, 0-1 the count. The 0-1 on the way to Jordan Rice. That pitch misses low for 1-1. The 1-1 on the way. Hits Jordan on the shoulder for ball number 2, 2-1. Fouls that pitch off for 2-2 even. The count now to Jordan Rice. 2-2 on the way. Swinging strike 3. And that's a strikeout for Alex Harden. First out of the inning for the Wolfpack in the top of the fourth. Cole Blevins is going to step up to the plate as the Stingers have already scored 3 runs to increase the Stingers' lead to 10-7 here in extras. As that pitch hits for a strike, 0-1, the count to Cole Blevins. That pitch connects as well for 0-2. 0-2 on the way to Cole. Just misses the inside part of the strike zone for ball 1, 1-2 to Cole Blevins. Swinging strike 3. And that's back-to-back strikeouts for Alex Harden. There's now 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Stingers have a runner on first in Peter McNeil, and they're leading 10-7 here in extras. And Colin McCanny comes up to the plate. 0-0 to Colin. First pitch misses high and outside, 1-0. Now the count.
Should have swung on that one.
Second pitch connects for a strike. 1-1. Pitch misses outside for 2-1. 2-1 on the way. Swinging right there for strike 2, 2-2. And that's low for ball 3, 3-2 full the count.
I would have swung. Okay.
3-2 full is the count to Colin McCanny here in the top of the fourth. And he holds, and that's going to be a walk for Colin McCanny. And the Stingers will have runners on first and second in the top of the fourth. There's 2 outs in the inning. But the Stingers have scored 3 here in extras. And they're leading 10-7 in game number 3. Peter McNeil is going to step back up to the plate. Peter has a 2-run shot already in the game. He had that way back in the top of the first. See if he can extend the Stingers' lead here in the top of the fourth. 0-0 on the way to Peter McNeil. That pitch misses high for ball number 1, 1-0. Count to Peter. Second pitch misses high as well for 2-0. 2-0 on the way. As he fouls that pitch off for strike number 1. Peter would have made that play. 2-1 the count to Peter McNeil, as there's runners on first and second in the top of the fourth. That pitch misses high for 3-1. Now the count. 3-1 on the way to Peter. Misses inside, and that's going to be a walk. And the bases are now loaded for the Stingers. For Jordan Rice, there's 2 outs in the top of the fourth. But the Stingers have already scored 3 in the inning, and they're leading 10-7. 0-0 on the way to Jordan. He swings at the first pitch strike. 0-1 the count. 0-1 on the way. Misses inside, 1-1. Count to Jordan Rice. Fouls that one off, 1-2. The 1-2 on the way. Swinging strike 3 got him. And that's Alex Harden's 3rd strikeout of the inning in the top of the fourth. But the Stingers get 3 in the inning. And the score is 10-7, Stingers leading in game number 3 as we head into the bottom of the fourth.
10-7. Let's go, boys!
In the first 2 games of the series, the Wolfpack have won both. They won the first game, total score of 7-1. They won the second game, a total score of 6-5. And they're trailing here in extras in the bottom of the 7th, score of 10. Bottom of the 4th, I apologize, score of 10-7. Bobby Murphy takes the first pitch for a ball, second pitch for a strike, 1-1 the count to Bobby Murphy. And that's in the air, tough play for Colin, and he cannot make the play.
Are you okay?
Over in foul territory as there was a tree in the way, but he still almost made the grab. Colin is okay over there as the count moves to 1-2 to Bobby Murphy. The knuckleball on the way. Jordan's going to field it, and he's going to get the out for the first out of the inning. There's now 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Stingers leading 10-7. Alex Harden coming up to the plate. 0-0 on the way. Pitch misses inside for ball 1. 1-0 to Alex Harden. So that's in play. Did not get past the in play line there, and it's going to be a foul ball for strike number 1. 1-1 is the count to Alex Harden. The 1-1 on the way.
Still gonna tie it up.
Misses. 2-1. There's nobody on, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. 2-1.
Oh.
Swinging right there for strike number 2. 2-2. The count. Stingers leading 10-7 here in extras. As that's crushed, it did not hit the tree, and Column is gonna make the. Oh, he's not gonna make the grab in foul territory.
Hey.
And the count will remain 2-2.
There's children watching.
2-2 will remain the count to Alex Harden. Is it full?
Still watching now?
So that pitch misses for 3-2 full.
Still watching. I'm not.
3-2. Fouls that pitch off. The count will remain 3-2 to Alex Harden. Nobody on. 1 out for the Stingers. 3-2. And that's in play. Cole is right under it, and he's gonna make the grab, the bobbling catch from Cole Blevins. Count that as a web gem. There you go, Cole. And there's now 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th for Tyler Clout. Stingers leading 10-7, the 0-0 on the way. What a knuckleball pitch from Jordan Rice for strike number 1.
So that's what it feels like. Yeah.
0-1 the count to Jordan Rice. And I'm telling you, if Jordan is able to start locating that knuckleball, man, he is dirty. 0-1 the count to Jordan Rice in the bottom of the 4th. That pitch misses. 1-1. Now the count. Nobody on. 2 outs. That pitch misses as well low. 2-1 will remain the count. 2-1 on the way. And that's flared up. Jordan Rice is going to make the catch. And the Stingers are going to take game number 3. Total score of 10-7 in extras. And they will not get swept here today. As that's the end of the 3-game series between the Stingers and the Wolfpack. The Wolfpack took the first game, total score of 7-1. They took the second game, total score of 6-5, and the Stingers take the final game to avoid the sweep, 10-7. That's going to be it from us here in beautiful Edmonds, Washington. Thank you so much for tuning in to another AWA matchup. We will see all of you next Monday for another matchup. Hope everybody has a good night. See y'all later.